Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Alps Panorama at the Northern Sea here in Farming Simulator 19. If you really need to put your accelerator in the off position, there had better be a very seriously good reason for it. Because if there isn't, you may as well bid your job farewell. And I have worked for people like that. I mean, not everybody is like that. I'm not going to suggest that everybody is like that, but they are frequently. They are very frequently like that. So we'll bring you in here and we will start you up like this. There we go. Look at that. We are now gathering silage with the new shooter marker right there. Now, in theory, I should be able to use Courseplay to do this bit as well. Right, I should be able to load Courseplay and it should go and do this course as well. No idea how you'd even go and do this. Right, how would I do this? If I go General, Courseplay, Manage Courses, Grass Field, Append Course, Load Course, Merge into Loaded Course. Right, I've loaded this course and then I go here. So what then? What's this? Grain transport. Load at start. Empty combine and offload. Field work. It's not field work though. What's this? I don't really know. Like, how do I get it to do this bit? This is one bit that I don't know about. Let me just say drive. Stop driver. I just start you here? Maybe I can't. Right, let me get rid of that a minute, and then I will back you up this way. It might be that it's only going to start on the inside bit, and that's why it was trying to move just then, but I suspect it's where the course starts. So let's back you up this way a bit, like this. There. Bring you to there. That one there is going to want to try and do something, so I'm just going to back up a little bit further, and let that one do its turning around a minute. And then we'll see, because like the Courseplay thing, I don't know if it's anything to do with whether the combine thing. Do I want to be using that? That's a grain transport load at start. That can't be the right one. Combi, empty combine and offload. I don't think it's anything to do with that either. I think I'm barking up the wrong tree with that one. Speed limit settings, general driving settings. No. See, I think it's just drive course. I think that's what I do. I think I'm literally just wanting drive course. So I'll bring it to here, and then I'll say drive course like this. Right, now what's he doing? Why are your beacons on? Okay. He's away. His beacons are on. I don't really know why his beacons are on, but he is driving along doing what he's supposed to do. I'll get rid of that. I'm loving the fact that he's... I mean, how is he doing 40k? He's not supposed to be. This thing's limited to 20k, isn't it? This shooter marker is limited to 20k, surely. Bounce down through that one. Look at him go. I mean, yeah, he's just left all the bit on the corner, but that's not really our fault. I am just going to have a look in here a second, because I'm pretty sure... What's this? 20k? So, something's happened with Courseplay where it's overridden the setting on here, and it's now racing along at breakneck speed. The beacons... I don't know why the beacons are on. The beacons are lit, and Gondor calls for aid. But I don't know why, because Gondor doesn't need aid at the moment. There is no reason to have those beacons on. There's obviously something going on with the beacons. Why have we got be under here? Warning lights, beacon lights on the... No. Something to do with that, I think. Get rid of that. Now, is it going to actually stop once it becomes full? That's the next question. This is the thing that we should be asking ourselves. Will it be able to do it? I mean, look at this. It's going at absolute full speed right here. And how is it able to do this without crashing? This is what I want to know. It's slowing down a little bit here. That's sensible. Thinks it's on a road. It does think it's on a street here somewhere. So I've definitely done something wrong with Courseplay for this, and I don't think that I'm supposed to be using Courseplay for this, but the fact that it is racing along at this speed is just wonderful as far as I'm concerned. I suspect, though, that it's not going to stay like right. Now it's coming up to this bit over here. We've got the outside round that we need to do, and it's not picking everything up correctly. But then I guess it wouldn't because of all like the sharp corners, and I don't imagine there is any way that we'd be able to change that to have it picking everything up. So we'd have to go around and like tidy that up at the end, I think. It's picking up a lot faster now. Is it going to stop once it gets full capacity? 55,000, 56, 56,500. Right, it's lifted up, but it's still driving the course. Stop driver. There. Right, so it did lift up and it stopped working the machine, but it didn't stop anything else. And I'm also not entirely sure why it was driving at full speed. That seemed to be a little bit odd. That was a very peculiar aspect to this. But we have got one full trailer load right here. We will take this one back. Our mower is still working over there, and it's doing a grand job. And the important thing is that we're actually doing this on a field that is not technically a field at the moment. And this is the bit that I'm really liking about this, is that we are currently working a field that's not actually a field. And I feel that this is a good step in the right direction. We're making some progress here. I still don't like the fact that we're using Courseplay, and nothing is going to change that. I'm sorry for those of you who are hardened Courseplay users. I'm still not liking the fact that I'm using Courseplay, and I'm probably never going to like the fact that I'm using Courseplay. Right? That nothing has changed. Just because we're doing it doesn't mean that I like it. I'm sacrificing my own morals for your benefit, everybody. I hope you realize this. That's what's happening right here. Right. Let's bring you back over here. Interestingly, I'm thinking that we may need to do a little bit more work at the end of the clamp here, just to give us a bit more room, because we don't quite have enough room to swing out round there. That little track there, I don't really want to go trying to get on that one, because we're going to get hung up on the fence, so we want to come around this way. Now, the next big question I've got, can I continue on where I was on the course before I stopped? Right, I'm about to go and stop now. I'm about to go back on... No, I'm not about to go and stop. I'm about to go back onto the course right now. I'm going to go back into the field, like this. And I'm going to bring it over to here. Right up to this point right here. Now, first up, if I just go like this and I say drive course, it's not automatically starting, so I've got to do that myself, like that. Now I go drive course. It is continuing on, right? Look at that. It's going straight on from where we left off. It is still leaving a strip on the ground in places. It's not leaving loads of it. Ooh. That one there, though, look, it's gone up to that point where it's going to be a line all the way across the field, and it has stopped. Okay, I'm leaving way too much of this behind. It's going all the way down to there. Getting to that point right there, and it's going to start working the lines across there as well. It is also keeping out of the way of the other traffic by the look of it. Either it's keeping out of the way, or that was pure coincidence and we're about to have a hang-up. Stop. You can stop. Okay. That was... Stop. Zerion is slipping. Yeah, that's because this one over here is being a bit of a fool. It's entirely the fault of this one over here. So, as I'm sat waiting for a minute, we will go and just scoop up that little bit there. And then I'll go back over to here, and I will go drive course, like that. And he will carry on there. So, they do drive into each other. That's another interesting point to note. We'll have to sort of keep a little bit of an eye on that. And of course, we're still leaving bits behind here. Now, I'm also curious, if I change the settings on here, once we've done the outside round, I mean, look at all this stuff that we're wasting. We're wasting huge amounts of grass here, just because of the corners. The other thing I'm curious about is this one going to be... I don't think it's going to be able to follow the lines that we're making, with just like moving up and down the field. I think what we're going to have to do instead is I'm going to change the settings so it goes to every other line. If I can get it to do every other line instead of all of the lines, that might be a little bit better. It's interesting one, that is. We'll have to see on that. And I do like the way that he's gone and done the Zerion over there. I'm physically pointing at the screen right now, and I realise that you can't actually see me. I do like the way that he's gone and done that. Zerion is gone over to the other bit, and is working on that, and then it will bring the two together, and it will meld them together in one clean sweep right across the field for the grand finale of that little bit. I think that's absolutely wonderful, that is. It really is. That's sort of a testament to just how accurate this whole thing is. Right, and I'm going to go to there, and I'm going to say stop driver. Like that, because we need to stop the driver, because we'll actually... Well, I thought we were full, but apparently we're not completely... You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're just going to take it anyway. And go whizzing up through here, and we're going to unload our second load. We haven't got anything in the clamp, going and doing the clamp work. Right now, I'm not too concerned about that. We probably will get something in there, and I'll do that. I think I'll probably just do that manually. We get one of our big tractors, and we'll just drive that one up and down a little bit. I don't think we need to do anything else. We've got... I don't think we're going to have all that much silage in here anyway. I mean, 50,000 litres at a time, it's a reasonable amount, but considering the overall size of this silage clamp, I don't think that we're going to be getting anywhere close to filling this thing up. So we drive up and down here a little bit with some triple wheels on one of the beasties that we've got. It's going to level it down pretty quickly. It's not going to take very long, so I don't think we need anything special in there. We don't need to be worrying about loading up a course course or anything like that. We can just simply put it going. Not put it going. We can just simply do it ourselves. We can just jump into one of those. Not sure which one. I was thinking the quad track, but then I'm thinking, well, no, I don't really want to do that. Because the one thing with the quad track is absolutely brilliant. It's a wonderful, wonderful machine. But something that we don't have with the quad track is we don't have like dual wheels and dual tracks. If we had dual tracks on it, that would be absolutely sensational. That really would. That would be genuinely, really, really cool. Right, I'm going to lower that one down like that, and I'm going to go in here once again. I'm going to go drive course like that. You're going to get started. And you're away. Right. Start filling you up. Slowing down. I don't know why he's got his beacons on the whole time. That might be because we're not actually, like, doing anything to the field. Or maybe it thinks that that's necessary because we're not doing anything in the field itself. This is where we turned when we were running the course previously. So, what's it going to do now that we've got a trailer on the back? Is it going to recognize that we've got this trailer on the back? And is it going to turn properly? Because that's what it did before. It got to sort of this point, and then, well, it didn't do this. Definitely didn't do this. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that it doesn't like that little bit. So, I'll help it out. I will back up here like this. There we go. We get it onto that third line. I'll bring you back over here. You know, I may as well just gather up that little bit out there on that corner while we're here. I'm probably, just a word of warning to some of you, I'm probably not going to worry about going and picking up all of the bits that are lying around in the field that we've gone and missed. I'm going to go around and do the outside round, don't get me wrong. That's definitely going to happen. The rest of it I probably won't worry about. Right, let's go drive course like that. And he's back in business. He is back and raring to go. He's going along this one. So we just need a little bit of help with that one. So it does look like he needs a bit of nursing, and this is the bit that I'm thinking with the rest of it. It's not going to be able to turn round on each of those. If I do it every other row, I think there was an option to do that. The every other row option, that should in theory allow us to be able to go all the way up, like it'll go all the way up across the field and then all the way back again. At least I'm thinking that's how it's going to do it. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to handle that particular little conundrum, but it'll be interesting to find out. Now, this corner here, how much are we going to miss? We've missed quite a bit previously, and also, is it going to tangle itself up with the Zerion? No, he's going to get past there before the Zerion gets there. Fan-schmastic, look at that. Okay, so no tangling. No tangling involved. He's got to get down there and do his little turn. And we can keep half an eye on Azerion up there at the same time, while he comes down through here. It's a shame there isn't like a faster way to go and pick us up. I mean, I think it's alright. We'll do this, if we do this field here, well, once we've done this field, we will then make the assessment as to whether or not we decide we want to do a little bit more in the way of grass silage. Grass silage is probably the most important thing that we do need to do, purely because of the cows, and we're going to need massive quantities of silage. And then we are also going to want to do a little bit of hay as well. So I'm just going to stop you right there, Sunshine, so that Zerion can do its turning around. And that line there, just leave that a second. Go to you over here. I should have gone the other way. Right. This one here is fine. Oh, no. He's stopped on exactly the right one. He's going to go up there, and then he's going to come back again, and then he's going to go up, and that's going to go right across all of them. So I'm going to watch this one just do that little bit of turning right there. He's going to go up here, which is in line with that line right there. So it's done it perfectly. It's gone through, it's gathered it, it's guessed it all perfectly. We've got 13 minutes left on this course. Most of the times... Oh! So it's saying 13 minutes, but it doesn't actually count the time that it takes to turn the corners, by the look of it. Unless... Let's just wait a second. Let him straighten up. He's doing that bit there. And then he's going to lower down. It's just cut off 16 seconds, so it is. That was the entire time for the course, not just a little bit. It just doesn't actually tick down while he's doing the turning on the headlands. Because, well, it obviously feels that it doesn't need to. Last little bit. How's it lined? I mean, it does look like it's lined it up absolutely. This is the bit that I want to see, is how perfectly has it lined it up all the way along there. How well is it going to do it? So it's come out to there. It's not stopped to lift anything like that. And no, it's just keeping going. Straight line all the way through. No worries at all. Okay, I'm quite pleased with that. I'm quite pleased with the way that thing sort of does it. Right, let's start you up again. And then start that one up again. And then go here and go drive course. And he's just going to keep going where he was before. And we're going to finish off this outside round. That's going to take us up to our 56,500 litres. And then we have got the ultimate test to see whether or not we can get this one to do every other row as we come through here or not. And we do still have the outside round to do as well. There's a nice lot of grass there still to pick up. So we'll I mean, I'm not going to get that just yet, but that is something that we do still want to get as well. Run down through here. This is, actually, you know what? I'm just going to do that so that I can click stop driver in just a second, because I've got less than 1,000 to go, and there we go. Right, stop driver. Bring you out there like that, and we will run back over to the clamp and get this one unloaded. Our field of grain right there is looking fantastic. We're not going to need to worry about courseplay for the field of grain. We will be able to just have our combine doing that. We could get courseplay set up, because I'm pretty sure I remember how to do courseplay for the unloading bit. Like, where the trailer goes out to the combine and it brings it back to the yard and it unloads it and then it goes back out again. I'm pretty sure I remember how to do that bit. So I might be able to get that to work. But I'm not sure that I really want to, because we've only got one combine working in the field. So it's not like it's going to be a huge difficulty in keeping everything running in there. Let's bring you into there like that and start unloading. I'm sort of wondering if I should try and keep all the silage down one end of the clamp here, or if I should spread it out across the whole clamp. I'm thinking keeping most of it down towards one end is probably better. Make it easier when it comes to unloading the clamp, because otherwise you've got a very long way to drive all the way up through the clamp when you're trying to get when you're trying to pick the stuff up for your winter feeding. Well, for your year-round feeding, because that's what we do. We do year-round feeding here, apparently. Just like real life, you have fields and fields of grass everywhere, so you keep your cows off the fields of grass and you bring it into them. I know there are actually some places that do that, but well, certainly in the UK, I'm pretty sure across most of Europe, that is quite a rare thing, really. You don't get very many farms that keep their animals in all the time and put your... do it the other way. They keep the animals in all the time and then take the food and everything to them. Normally, the animals are just put out on the grass because, well, it's easier. You just let the animals do it all themselves, and then you don't have to worry about going out and feeding them and getting them grass and stuff like that. It is much, much simpler. There are still places that do it, though. In particular, it seems... I know Ireland does have quite a few farms that do that, but it's not farms that... Like, they do still try to put their animals outside where they can, but there's a lot of, like, split farms that have got small holdings where you've got fields all over the place, so you can't really move the animals from one field to the next very easily. And so instead what they do is they have these... It's basically a forage wagon like this, but it's got a mower on the front. And it gets offset off to the side, and then they go off out to the field and they grab their cows a little bit of grass, and then they bring it back again. Don't see very much of that here in the UK, but you do see a fair bit of it in Ireland, from what I've been told. This could be wrong, but I've had a few people that have sort of said about that. Now, next big question. How well is it going to do this bit? Is this the bit that I was wondering about? It's just not going to be able to do it, is it? Right, so what we need to do is we need to go like that, and we need to go stop driver. And let me just do that a minute. And then I'm going to bring him back down like this. There. And then I'm going to just wiggle around a little bit until we can get that onto the course right there, like that. And then go back into here, drive course. So he will straighten up and he will go onto there, and then I will stop the driver right here. And then what I want to do is stop at last point or at next trigger, start course, drive course. I don't want to do either of those. How do I go to change the course? Course generation. Here. Working with 2.4 meters. I'm already working on that bit. Multiple tools. Skip rows. Advanced course generator settings. So I want that to be on 9 meters, don't I? So bring that all the way up. Press and hold. No. Skip. I've got skip 2 rows right there. Generate field course. What does that do? Right. That didn't change anything on here, but whether it's changed something on here, I don't know. So I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to start course. Wait, what? Now what? No course loaded. Temporary course. I broke it. I messed with settings and I went and broke it. Definitely broke it. Okay, well I just have to... I've got a course here. Reload course list. Append course on end. Delete course. Load course. Right. There's the course here. He's now decided that he can't do that bit. Right, well, I can see the course all loaded out across the field. 2 combined courses. Shouldn't be 2 combined courses. If I say drive course, nearest waypoint, first waypoint, current waypoint. Drive course. Current, next, closest, nearest, first. I don't want that. Current wait. These aren't waypoints though, are they? Course generation. Drive course. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I've broken it. See, he's moving. He's now going off somewhere else. And plus, it's got all these lines. And I didn't want the lines. They're not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to see these lines. Mode-specific settings. Turn on field. Pathfinding. Maybe I should have set that to start with. Because now it's coming over here. Well, that's not what I wanted. Now it's moving there. And now it's doing... It's running at 20k. It's not doing what... It now wants to run the entire course. And I don't want it to. You know what? Stop driver. Right there. And... Course play. What happens if a clear current course? Right. Clear current course. Now go load here. Well, that's a different course to what I was doing before. So if I can will it let me carry on with this bit, or do I just need to I might have to manually do everything else. Let's bring it to over here, like this, and start you up, and then drive course. Nope. Stop driver. Right. Right, I've obviously broken it. That doesn't... No course loaded. Not a clue. I've broken something there. I don't really know what it was. It was working. And then we started the up and down bit on the field work, and it decided it didn't. Well, that's about all we've got time for in today's episode, so we're going to go and take a little bit of a break. We need to chill out on the beach, relax, and build up some strength. So while we're doing that, if you've enjoyed the episode, then could you please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.